everyone. So I'll get to walk you through Hugging Charts, an AI tool that you can use in creating an assistant. And I will be walking you through the interface and also how to log in and how to create your own assistant. I'll be logging out so that I can show you how to log in. So when you come to the HuggingFace interface, the first thing you see is this small dialog box that says try as a guest or sign in with your HuggingFace. And if you have not signed up before, you have to sign up. So because I've signed up, I don't have to sign up. I just have to sign in. And yeah, I am at the interface. So this is the interface of the HuggingFace tool. And these are dialogues like things I've interacted with today. And that's why I have all of these prompts up here. And down here, the tool is actually a very simple tool that you can easily create an assistant in less than 5 minutes. So I'll be walking you through the interface and the features quickly. So we have, this is my name. We have to sign in or sign out. We have Teams color. You can easily change yours. I prefer to use the black one. And then we have models in which you can use in training your data. You can use any of these models in training your data. These are models that are available on Hugging Charts. And we have Cohere for AI. We have Mistral AI. We have Nurse Research. All of these can be used in training your data or fine-tuning your assistant, not data, sorry. Yes, you can use it to fine-tune your assistant and all that. So after that, we have the assistants. And in the assistant, these are things that people have already created. This is like an image generator assistant that can help make. So what this does is that make a prompt and get an image in return. That's what this particular assistant does. So this one says talk with a real human trapped into a computer. So you are interacting with a human being, or actually is a computer you're interacting with. So there are a lot of apps that people have created and all that. But I'll be showing you how to create your own app for free, and it's all free of charge. So moving forward, this is something I created today. I created a data bender where you can transform dirty data and do all data cleaning business and all of that. And also I created the SQL training app, a tutor that helps you learn about SQL and everything that has to do with SQL based on your prompt. So I'll be showing you how I created this app. I can go back to it. Okay, so for you to create a new app, to create your own assistant, you can just come by here, create assistant, and this is all you have to do. So I'm just going to walk you through what happens here. So you have what's the name of your assistant, what's the description, what will your assistant be doing, what's the description. So which model do you want to use in creating this assistant? You can actually use any model to create the assistant, but you just have to find out, okay, what does this model do for me to be able to use this model? So I use the Mistral 7B instructs and in creating my SQL assistant. So you just need to find something that works with your own what's it called? Your own assistants. Also, I like to mention that I created an assistant based on my needs because I am learning. I am using my own assistant as a tutor. You can create an assistant for different things, maybe for your business, for anything. Just like we saw the other time, we saw somebody creating a human, real human in a computer, just an interactive assistant where people just go to interact with it and all of that. So you can create anything at all. So right here, your user starts message, you can, so let me just start doing this. So my assistant's name, I'm going to create a new assistant again, or better still, let me just walk you through these sections and then we'll go back to what I've created already. So your user starter message, what do you want your user to see? You know, when you go on ChatGPT, you see, I can create an itinerary for you and all of those things. Those messages that you see on ChatGPT, those prompt suggestion, that's what this user status message is all about. So you can have more than one, you can have up to 4. And also, do you want your assistants to have access to the internet or not? So if you say a default, if you put a default setting, that means you don't want, assistants will not use internet to do information retrieval and will respond faster, recommended for more assistants. So if you want to use the web, so if we do a web search and give you feedback, and that's something ChatGPT and Perplexity and all of those most tools they use, because they need to search for more updated information. Because if you are saying they shouldn't access the internet, there are some information training data that would have been used in training that model that would have been updated. And because they don't have access to the internet, that will not be updated. So it's wise to just put web search, and then when you are done with that, you just come here, give instructions. How do you want your assistant to act? How do you want it to act? Do you want it to be, or what do you want it to do? How do you want it to act? And after writing that, you just click on create your assistant, and that's all. So going back to the assistant I created already, I can now show you what I have done. So I'm going to go to the edit, and I'm just going to show you what I've done. So we are back again to that interface I was trying to explain to you the other time. So this is what we have. We have SQL training app. We have the description is going to be a tutor. So that's what this assistant is. So instead of app, I'm going to use assistant. So this is what this assistant is a tutor, and the model I use is Mistral AI, and this is my starter message. Hey, are you ready to learn? Let's get started. So that's what I have here, just to encourage my user to interact and order. So yeah. So I had to change it to a web search. So it does like a web search and then provides information that is needed. So you can also use domain search, like based on the domain. Since I'm talking about SQL and all of those things, I can just do a domain search, go on Google, find links that are applicable to that domain, and just input the URL here. You can use specific links and all of those things. So to do that, but I'm just going to do like a web search so that it can work by itself. So I came here and I wrote my instructions. I said, you're a tutor teaching SQL to beginners. You'll create a roadmap from the basics to the advanced level. Make sure to cover everything an SQL expert needs to know, including interpreting business questions. So this is what this assistant is going to be doing based on the prompt it will get. So because I've already created this, I needed to edit it. I just need to save. But if I had not, I would have created on save and activate on this end, so that there's a black button that says activate and all that. So this link is the link you use in interacting with your assistant. So I'm going to copy the link. This is the link you'll be sharing, and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to be putting it in a new browser. I don't know if I shared my entire browser. So I think I'll stop sharing and share my entire browser. Oh, okay, I think I shared my entire browser. So yeah. And I am going to, so when I copied the link and pasted it in a new tab, this is what I get. SQL Training Assistant, and all I have to do is just click on Start chatting. And then it brings us back to this home page. So immediately activate it, it goes public. It is already out there unless you go back to delete your assistant. That's when it gets deleted. If not, it's there and it is public and all that. So I already have some questions that I would like to prompt my assistant with. So I already have set questions. I'm going to be copying and pasting them. And the first one is this: I'm a beginner with no knowledge of SQL. I would like to be taught from the basics, on the basics. So I just click on enter, and then it starts doing a web search. So you can see that it's giving me everything, and it also gave me sources to actually go and learn. So if I need more information aside from this, outside this, I can easily just click on any of the resources it has given to me and then learn from those resources. So let's just look at what it has given us. SQL or structured query language is a programming language used to manage and manipulate data stored in relational database. And understanding database, we spoke about this, the basics, what you need to know, the select statement, order by clause, distinct, limit by data type, creating tables, data manipulation language, data definition language, joins, subqueries, and the likes. So this is what it has given me. So I can also tell it to explain more. Can you create a lesson on point 1? So since I'm learning, I can just ask it to continue. So I think because it's extracting information from the internet, that's why it's taking a while. So yeah. These are what that's giving me, and from all of this, so instead of going to the internet and searching, reading so many articles, I can just come here to interact with this, and then I get resources to just work on. I think there's something I need to show you. So it's assessment. So it gave an assessment to what I've learned so far. And if you remember okay, so it's saying to assess your understanding of the lesson, answer the following questions. What is the name of the website where the SQL tutorial for beginner is available? What topic does the tutorial cover? What are the benefits of using the tutorial? How can you access the tutorial? So these are questions that it has come up with just to help you remember information and all that. So lastly, I think we'll be I'll have to go back to the setting and change my setting to just default setting. Let it just be on default setting. I don't want it to give me information based on the internet and all that. And let's assess it from this end and see what to give. So we're trying out the first query again and see what's the difference. So you realize that this is quite faster compared to when it was interacting with the whole internet and trying to extract information from the internet. And this is more basic, shows that it just gives you an understanding as a beginner what it is, what's relational database is, what's the basic command, and it explains it compared to the first result that we saw when you had to extract. So in extracting information, it was more or less like giving you resources to go and learn instead of teaching you. So I think the default setting is what I need for learning, yeah. But if I need to search for resources and all that, then I can now change the setting to get resources to help me learn and all that. So we have this already, and I'm going to be putting the last prompt so that, because I said this is going to be a short video, and this is the last prompt. So give assessments, give me an assessment to assess what has been taught without providing the answers, just the options. So I want it to just give me an assessment to evaluate what I've learned based on what it has provided today. And it gave me an assessment. So I think this is like a very good learning process, because after learning, you want to assess what have I learned, what do I understand, and all of that. So these are like 10 questions, came up 10 questions to just help remember what has been taught. So which SQL command is used to retrieve data from a table? If you have read all of this, you just can answer all of these questions. Yeah, so thank you so much for your time. See you in another video.